welcome back. You are looking live at the Congressional baseball game at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. The game is underway. They're warming up one of the innings here. And again, this is a charity game between Republicans and Democrats. This is an annual event. The lawmakers wear the uniform of their home district team. And again, this is one day after one of the members of Congress, Steve Scalise, was wounded by the shooting that happened during a baseball practice just yesterday.
And Scalise was shot in the hip. He remains in critical condition. Now, as the game continues, police are releasing new details about the shooter. 66-year-old James Hodgkinson from Illinois. An FBI special agent stopped short of saying that Hodgkinson had a vendetta against Republicans, but Hodgkinson was a member of several anti-Republican Facebook groups, one called Terminate the Republican Party. Now, correspondent Lana Zach joins us now from Nationals Park, home of the Washington Nationals Major League Baseball team, where this game is being played tonight. Lana, what's the latest?
Hi there, David and Michelle. Good to be with you again. As of right now, it looks like the Democrats are still leading over the Republicans. They're not being easy on them. But I have to say that you've heard the expression, it's only a game. This is so much more than a game. People passing out posters like this, Congressional Strong, baseball cards, including that of Congressman Scalise. And we do have an update on his condition. He came through his third operation successfully, though, as you know, he remains in critical condition. There was, however, a standing ovation when he was named as part of the team.
Congressman Stephen Scalise remains in critical condition after being wounded by a lone wolf shooter at a ball field.
It's been much more difficult than people even thought at the time. It's been, he's in some trouble, but he's a great fighter.
While 26 Republican members of Congress and their staffs practiced for tonight's charity baseball game, they came under attack. Zach Barth, a congressional aide, was among the 4 people shot.
I was just a sitting duck out there, so I made a run down the right field line. Third baseline rather, and ran into the dugout, literally running for my life.
Barth making it to National Stadium tonight, representing in some ways those that couldn't be there.
Also wounded, Capitol Police Officer Crystal Griner, who rushed into action at the first sound of gunfire. Also, Mike Mika, a lobbyist who remains in critical condition. Investigators are trying to piece together the motives of the deceased shooter, 66-year-old James Hodgkinson, who had a history of anti-Trump and anti-Republican rhetoric.
His wife, Susan, speaking with the media for the first time.
I had no idea this was going to happen, and I don't know what to say about it. I can't wrap my head around it, okay?
But for Democrats and Republicans, it's a time of unity and a time of strength, coming together for a meal earlier in the day and then taking to the field in a healthy rivalry.
We're going to play our hardest to win. Each team will. And throughout the whole game, we will all be Team Scalise.
Now, of course, there has been additional security for this game, especially in light of all the attention it's received and the shooting yesterday. There are some members of the First family in attendance, but the president himself is not here. Instead, he sent a videotaped message for all that have gathered. Reporting from outside of Nationals Park, Lana Zach, I-24 News. Back to you, David, Michelle.
Lana, there seemed like another poignant moment in addition to the members of Congress praying on the infield together. It looked like that one of the Capitol Hill police officers threw out the first pitch, one of the police officers who was wounded. Was that a surprise? What was the reaction to that?
You're exactly right. What a touching tribute. 2 Capitol Police officers that were on the scene when the shooting happened. They've been credited as heroes in having stopped a massacre because they rushed in when they saw that gunman start firing. One of the officers is still in the hospital. She is listed in good condition now, which is some optimistic news. And her counterpart out here throwing out that first baseball pitch, even though he was wounded in the attack. But everybody who could make it really did come out. And so we have seen several people, at least 3 different people who were out on crutches that were injured in that attack, but it wasn't going to stop them today. David, Michelle.
All right, Lana Zach, thank you so much.
You know, as a baseball fan, I got to say, so the former manager of the Yankees, Joe Torre, he's legendary, and he was supposed to throw out the first pitch, and he walked out, and then you saw this Capitol Hill police officer with his crutch who had been wounded, and Torre handed the ball to him, and he couldn't really throw it very well, but you think, wow, there's Joe Torre, somebody that a lot of baseball fans consider a hero, and then there's a real hero, somebody who's willing to charge at somebody who's got a gun. It was just, it's just amazing, amazing to see.
Yeah, it is absolutely very inspirational on many levels. And as it's been described, well, we've got live pictures of the game, and I'm going to let you tell the viewers what's going on over there. I'm more of a cricket girl myself.
Well, this will have some similarities to cricket. It looks like this is the pitcher's winding up, and he's about to throw towards home plate. The Democrats have a lead, according to Lana Zach, and the game continues, and it looks like a healthy crowd. Hopefully they're having a good time. What a great night.
Any bets?
Everyone will have a great time. That's all I'm going to say.
Safe. All right, that's it for Crossroads. Stay with us.